Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you. Smoking and the consumption of alcohol is prohibited on the campus of the Calvert Hall College High School. We thank you for your cooperation.
Where the hell is the frickin'... We're unbelievable how good we are. So good, we're so good. Watch this, boys, watch this. Mr. Baker and I just learning how to do everything.
At this time, let's meet the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First, for the visiting John Carroll Patriots. Senior number 11, Gavin Green. Senior number 4, Ryan Rosensteel. Senior number 2, Tyler Rosso. Senior number 22, Brett Shorts. Senior number 5, Ian Baer. Junior number 8, Ryan Petty. Junior number 14, Chase Vogel. Junior number 6, Ethan Thompson. Junior number 17, Michael Gradis. Sophomore number 18, Eric Schultz. And junior number 30, Ethan Wagner. The Patriots head coach is James Fendrick. And now this is the starting lineup for your Calvert Hall Cardinals. At forward, senior number 10, Sean Barwick. At defense, senior number 27, Jake Bleacher. On defense, senior number 19, Andy Christ. At midfield, senior number 15, Luke Ferraris. At defensive midfield, at defensive midfielder, senior number 30, James Garfink. On defense, junior number 11, Liam Giblin. At defensive midfielder, senior number 14, Michael Gizriel. At midfield, junior number 8, Hayden Lim. On defense, senior number 9, Nick Long. At midfield, senior number 23, Ben Bender. And in goal for the Cardinals, senior number 45, Andrew Levis. The Cardinals head coach is Rich Zinkan. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all please rise and remove your hats as we honor America and celebrate its freedom and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
well, that's what the freaking thing says.
And we're here at Kelly Field for the final regular season of the year for the Hall. And it's going to be a big one. Playoffs on the line, and the Hall can clinch it with a win. John Carroll are down by 4 points, but they have 2 games to go, so 2 wins would send them to the playoffs. And Covered Hall coming off of a tough 2-0 loss to Loyola that knocked them out of contention for a home playoff game. And it's senior day here, as all but only 2 juniors are seniors starting for the Hall. And I'm Tyler Lochte, and alongside me is
Luke Dragonette.
And we'll be back in a couple for the start of this game. And so Bender will get the first touch. He did not start in the last game, kind of surprisingly. Came on off the bench. Nice applause there for Jake Bleacher getting back on this field for the final time. He's been injured the last 2 years.
He replaces senior number 27, Jake Bleacher.
So it's cool to see Jake get out there. And so Damsgaard will replace him. Levis, who played very well last game against Loyola, will be in goal. Really was a nice gesture there by Coach Rich to send out Bleacher, and this is final home game. Of course, last 2 years he's been knocked out with leg injuries. This year happened to the second game against Loyola. Really a great player, tough to see. And so yet again, Covered Hall just need 1 point today, a tie or a win, and they're in the playoffs for the 3rd straight time away.
And despite what people might say, I don't think they should play for a tie, because then if they do accidentally give up a goal, then they have to go score. I think if they come more aggressive and play for the win, it'll work out better for them.
And I originally thought that they were going to play for the tie when they were just kind of nonchalantly passing it back, but I remembered then about Bleacher.
Was that giving Bleacher like the 1 minute on the field, and then he came off? Is that what that was? That's good to see. I know he couldn't play much either year, but it's unfortunate because he's good.
And now Bender slow to get up after the tackle there by Rosensteel, and that's not what Covered Hall wants to see. And Thompson on the outside got the bionic arm in comparison to Ferris's bionic leg.
Yeah, I think that call was a way of referee showing how he's going to officiate the game. It was like light foul, but drill him, but he's saying that he's kind of showing what he will and will not call today. I think that's what that purpose of that call.
Yeah, this was going to be played long, but the offsides flag is up.
And another Covered Hall throw.
And there were many hopes and prayers and dreams that the clouds would come out today. Not so. Sun's still right in our faces here. And the seniors were complaining about the 4 o'clock kickoff for senior day because it's just tough to go to. People work on the weekdays and they just want to get home, get their homework done. So they also do not like the glaring sun here. It was not the best touch by Lim, and it's
Some form of miscommunication there is going to set up a near chance, but it's cleared away.
and Calvert Hall beat John Carroll at John Carroll earlier this year, 3-2. And that one easily saved by Levis. And played on, it's going to be a free kick for the Hall. And Gizriel will stand behind it. Ferris back to Gizriel. Here's Damsgaard. And Damsgaard goes
Nailed.
Sorry, that was Bender who went down. And
That might have been in the box. I guess not. Pretty close, though.
looks like, oh wow, it's going to be right in the corner there, in between the box and the outline.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a free kick from there. It's an interesting spot for it.
Sort of
The box.
a zoomed-in corner kick here. Lim, who most of the time takes the corners, is going to send this one across, and it will be hit just wide of the goal.
Did well to get there, and awkward angle. It was a weird height. He almost had to like knee that. I honestly thought he might have gotten earned a corner out of that, but I guess it just hit the side of the goal.
It was the defender, James Garfink, who does seem to get himself in front of goal at least maybe once a game.
Interesting little chip pass, and it opens them up. Chance for a cross. Cleared
And
away.
it was Hayden Lim again down that sideline. And we've seen him play on the outside before, but usually on the other side. They're going down here. Looks like it's going to be a free kick for the Hall. And so far today, Calvert Hall, with the only shot of the game, was not on goal. It was by James Garfink. Looking to add a second one here. It's been about 7 minutes. Here's Bender. He's going to go for it, and it's blocked. And he's going to send it downfield, and Long's going to watch this one go out of bounds for a Calvert Hall throw-in. Little Wade Zinkham there again, and he is one of the best ball boys I've ever seen. You always know it's going to be professional with him over there on the track.
Maybe he can be one of the best boys with the ball on varsity next year. When it comes here. Not sure if we'll make varsity, but you never know.
Well, we have seen 6 freshmen make it this year, none of them starting today. Of course, all 6 have played multiple times. And that's a tackle won by Garfink. Barwick is in, trying to get a shot off. Bender right next to him. He's going to play it through. Here's Ferris in on goal, blocked.
Good block.
It was Rosensteel.
I think the goalkeeper would have had trouble getting to that one if that had gotten through. Looked to be well aimed.
Well, Calvert Hall had a shot by Garfink on their last semi-corner. This one, their first true corner. Ferris with the bionic leg will send this one across, and it's going to be claimed by Wagner.
Try anything else? No, that's fine.
And Wagner waiting for everybody to get far enough away so that he can boot this one across midfield.
well across midfield. That's a good punt. It's almost to the other box.
And Gratis has the ball for John Carroll. He'll hand it off to Thompson. And yet again, it's going to go out of bounds for John Carroll throw. I'd say there's definitely a lot more throw-ins so far this season on the near side. John Carroll fans wanted a corner there, but Levis will be happy to waste some clock here on a goal kick. And Levis will boot this one downfield, headed on by Garfink. And Damsgaard will keep that one in, but it's going to be stolen back by Green.
Ooh, good, nice move to earn space and set up a chance.
Green's going to send it across right to Levis. And Levis will take his time, and he will boot it past midfield. Bender trying to win that one, but be won by Thompson. And it will be free kick won by Ferris. Lim trying to play it quick, but Ferris wasn't looking. He will have it now. He's going to send it long over the top. Giblin plays it off. Barwick trying to find Giblin. It's stolen by Thompson. Back by Barwick. Danger still not cleared. Ferris. And here's Bender leading the team in goals. He's got 11. This one will take a deflection, and it's going to be out for another Calvert Hall corner.
And I thought they were going to score when they had that 3-on-2 in the box, but I think might have been an extra dribble, allowed an extra defender to get back, and so it's only a corner, which they'll take, but goals definitely more preferable.
Lim a little confused there, went to the wrong side, but Ferris, who took the last one, will play it on so that Lim can set this one up from the far side now.
Well, I do believe the rule is that you can actually take it from either side. I think they just probably wanted to take it from over there. Maybe they don't know. It's not a well-known rule of soccer, apparently.
There's Garfink. Damsgaard. Ferris trying to send it across. He still has it, though. And yet again, it's blocked. And Damsgaard will play it across. Gisriel will head it back in. And it's going to be sent long by Thompson. Chris, who's taken a couple of kind of careless touches so far. He's usually a rock back there. But just keep his composure there.
Well, rocks usually are funny shaped. Maybe it took a funny bounce off the rock.
This Calvert Hall defense as a whole has been pretty good, only giving up 19 goals in MIAA play. Have 2 shutouts.
James, they're pretty much giving up 1 goal or 1.5 goals a game or something like that, because played 12 games, 2 of them didn't give up any, so it's like 1 goal a game.
They've also only scored 19 goals though, so the offense is not really supporting them. They've had their moments though. Here's Bender going down. They will say no foul.
But it is a corner.
Bender, the leading goal scorer, has had his fair share of penalties. He's been coined the nickname Pen Bender by his teammates. He is nearly automatic. Lim again, he's going to take his 3rd corner of the game. Calvert Hall, sorry, his 2nd. I keep on thinking that free kick was one. And it's a good one, but yet again, John Carroll working and stuff. That one's off the hand, no. It was without
attached to
intent.
his body. That's the rule there.
And we'll go right back to Levis. A little bit more urgency this time.
And it's like football. They just keep punting it back and forth, like the field position game. Goalies just keep punting it to each other.
This field has seen some great punters. Pete Moore He's been touted by some of the best colleges around for his punting ability. And this one's going to be sent long. He was looking for Gratis. And he has won the throw.
Well, it's a good thing he's fast, because I would have been a 2-on-1 if he hadn't gotten there first. Good thing he did.
Gratis going to heave this one across. And it was deflected off of 2 Calvert Hall players. Thompson slipped. And Calvert Hall will catch a lucky break there after an unlucky one. Still having some trouble clearing it. And here's Gratis. Good save, Levis. He was still alive and Chris cleared it out. Levis had his fair share of great saves against Loyola last time out.
We're not out of danger yet. John Crow gets the ball right back. Good position. And now they got it.
James Garfick just all over the place winning balls. Look out, he was in on goal, and after he kicked the ball away, card's going to be issued here. And it looks like it's going to go to... Can't tell.
Well, not much offense yet this game. And chance to whip a good ball into the box now. It's a good distance for kind of cross or corner. Kind of combination of both.
And that yellow card went to Tyler Russo. He'll be able to come right back in. I don't know what the problem was there. It looks like Calvert Hall's going to get a chance to retake it.
I think the wall might have been too close. Not sure though.
And Gisrael is going to go for it here. And that's another off-target shot from the Hall.
Well, that's the right technique from good 35 yards out. You do have to hit it hard, and definitely did that, but accuracy lacking a little bit, which is understandable from, again, 35 yards out.
Well, Calvert Hall, I believe that all their shots so far have come off of set pieces, and they've had some trouble this year scoring in the run of play.
Especially without Ben Bender.
And this one's going to go back to Barwick, trying to send another one across, and he will, over everybody's head. So Lim will walk over and collect it for a Calvert Hall throw. Looks like a substitution's going to be made for both teams. Riley Organ, the sophomore, is going to come on. And Tyler Rosso will check back in for John Carroll after receiving the yellow. He will come in for Davin Clark. And Bender will lose that one.
Good let go there. Now he's almost got the ball for a goal. Good heads up play by John Carroll. Striker there.
And this ball just kind of bouncing around in the air here.
It's a pinball machine.
That's pretty impressive. That had to be at least 10 touches. I can't even juggle to 10. It's long since this one out of bounds.
And you heard about this team juggling circles they got where they got like 50 people together and they all just juggle, see how long they can do it. They get like 1,000. It's crazy.
I wish I had that touch.
Sweet ass candy.
Well, this one's going to be sent long by Christ. Barwick, a member of the national championship winning lacrosse team, ran that one down. Lacrosse players already talking about their repeat national championship that they have already declared that they have won. Quite fun to listen to at lunch. Far side, this is Vogel. Tried to keep it in, and he won't. Chase Vogel upset with the ref as he points to the line, and Levis will boot this one down for a goal kick.
Sure what happened there. I guess no call on the ball, just went out of bounds.
And Levis again. This one's going to be hit back. And it looks like their offense for John Carroll is running through Gratis.
Yeah, well, it's important to have fast center backs, and that seems to have been our last line of defense. Seems to be getting these one-on-twos. The center backs just chasing the ball down, but they're always staying ahead of their opponent. So that's why it's important, because these guys weren't as fast as they were and be giving up a lot of chances on the goal.
Well, Calvert Hall needed a big game from their defense with the semi-return of Jake Bleacher. All signs were pointing to it, and they've gotten it so far, about halfway through the first half. Rosso going to play it up. And Schultz thought he saw somebody there, like Sam Darnold seeing Ghost.
Or maybe Lil Wade. Running along the sideline. Looks like a target. He's wearing yellow.
Bender trying to win this. The Maryland commit. Of course, the defending national champions. That's really cool to see a guy from Calvert Hall go to a school as successful as that. And it's played through to Bender. Bender, it looks like it's still in. What a play by Rosensteel. And one of the best players in the MIAA. And it's plays like that that will keep you in games like this. Now, with a loss today, John Carroll will not eliminate Calvert Hall. They will still have to play Curley, who last time beat them 9-4. What a game that was. I wish we could have had that one on our live stream.
Yeah, but I think if it comes down to whether John Carroll beats Curley or not, I would actually probably pick John Carroll, because Curley's clinched everything there is to clinch, so I don't think they would really have any reason to try as hard as they could and risk an injury.
And Curley also not the best of friends with Calvert Hall. They would not really like to do them any favors sending them through the playoffs, as we did end their attempt at a perfect season, which Loyola accomplished last year. And what a moment that was. Sean Barwick from at least 30 yards out to win the Reeve Cup. This one's sent across, and Long will hand it back outside. And Giblin brought down Schultz.
That's what, the 15th throw from this side, and what, how we had like one from the other side. I'm telling you, man.
I believe we have had maybe one or two, but not many. I think Chris probably got a couple. He's really working hard over there. As John Carroll and Calvert Hall are going to sub Link in for Lim. And Clark looks like he's checking back in. He'll replace Schultz. John Carroll. Thompson headed on by Gisriel. Link another senior. There's a lot of seniors on this Calvert Hall team. That one picked up by Levis. Looked like we had some technical difficulties. I'm not sure what you missed, but Gavin Green was the goal scorer for John Carroll.
And another throw in from this side. Just gonna point that out real quick.
And to get you caught up, yet again, Calvert Hall must score. They must tie or win to clinch a playoff spot. John Carroll has 2 games left, one against Calvert Hall and then one against Curley. If they win both, they will take Calvert Hall's spot in the playoffs.
Now, how about if we lose and they tie Curley? Do you know what happens then? Because we would have the same number of points. Would it go to goals scored or goal differential or head-to-head? But I guess we would be 1-1, so it wouldn't be head-to-head. Interesting. Maybe it'd be like division play. The likelihood of a tie against Curley and us losing this game seems kind of unlikely.
Well, that's going to be a free kick for John Carroll. And this one's going to go back in. It's gratis. A second here for John Carroll would really be demoralizing. And
Box.
he found Green. It's another shot. Great save by Levis. It was Ryan Petty.
That is a beautiful save, though, and keeps them really from mentally being out of this game. Guess what? Another throw-in from this side.
Well, Levis, that's his second phenomenal save of this game.
You know, without those, it'd be 3-0. 3-0's hard to come back from, even with 50-something minutes to go.
I gotta say that John Carroll has pretty much controlled this game offensively. As Patrick Reef, and his name might be familiar, it is with the Reef Cup, has come in.
Stumbles and falls there, says the ref. Didn't get tripped. Argue that.
Here's Giblin. Trying to send it back. It will fall for Bender, but couldn't get anything on it. Chris will steal it right in midfield. Link. Out to Giblin. And it's going to be off the back of the goal scorer, Green.
Ooh, missed touch, and it goes right to the other team.
Gisrael will head it backwards long. Really took his time there. Giblin pulled on the jersey of Thomas, and this Waytown really pretty infuriated. And that one's going to go out for a throw-in, this time for Calvert Hall. And Link goes down. That's got to be a foul. No.
Only a throw from this side. So 10 minutes to go in the half. Still a chance to score. They got this throw here. Still time to do something. Go into the locker room all equal, and all equal's fine. Not the most desirable, but it's better than losing.
That one came off of Petty, and it will be another throw in for the Hall. Giblin back to Reef, to Giblin, trying to get into the middle. He'll play it across. It's tipped. Barwick, and he went for the bicycle kick. Couldn't get anything on it. Would have been one of the greatest all-time goals to add to his collection. And this one sent downfield. Christ will head it back.
Well, the initial reason why he had to try the bicycle, because it was tipped by someone before it got to him, and I think, not that he could have known, but if he had let it go, I think Barwick was, he looked pretty open, stood on the end of it. He could have just hit that with his foot, and it was just like headed right toward his foot. It was tap in, and would have been tied, but unlucky.
Here is Gisriel. Giblin with some space. And he's going to try to play a long ball link. Didn't quite get there, but here's Bender. Bender makes a guy fall and sends it right over.
The other goalpost. Well, if only you could kick a field goal in soccer, because that was a nice three-pointer. Skim it over the bar, but...
And if anybody is going to bail this team out, it would be him, as we saw his heroics against, I believe it was Appoquinimink when he had a hat trick and we won 3-2. And Link pushed him. It was a push, and
referee's seen that. They don't miss much, do they?
John Carroll content here with a lead, and last time out, Calvert Hall blew a 2-0 lead and then won it 3-2 in the end. It's going to be sent across, and that one's kicked way over.
I thought that might have been deflected, but I guess there was a shot or something. I don't know what happened there.
It was Ian Byer. And Byer, right after that miss, he will be replaced. By Schultz. This one's played long by Levis. Looks like David Peters ready to check in for the Hall. This one's played over the top. Barwick, I thought he had the angle.
Well, the John Carroll crowd furious that there wasn't a call, but I think he was fine. He jumped over him. I don't think he went on top of him though. He jumped pretty high and won the ball, so I'm not sure what they're complaining about.
Levis. Back to Christ. And Christ is going to play it long. And this one will find Reef. Offsides. Bender was right next to him. And that John Carroll defense just started walking up, and you could sort of tell. And the John Carroll goalie going to throw it down.
Take this one.
It's taking him. It's wasted good time if you're John Carroll. He's going to send this one almost over everybody's heads, but Giblin will head it out of bounds. And it's going to be a foul on Link. It's going to be a dangerous free kick.
This is right where, on the fresh soft team, this is where MSJ scored to win 1-0 for our freshman team's only loss this year on a free kick from right there. And it went top left corner, and she couldn't save it. Was a nice shot though.
It's going to be Ryan Scandalous. Calvert Hall in the last game gave up a goal and a free kick to Loyola. In fact, both times they played Loyola. Scandalous will step forward, gets through everybody, and goes out of bounds. And that was a really well-placed free kick. Calvert Hall lucky. Nobody could get a touch on that. Looks like Barwick's going to come out, and David Peters will enter the game. And Levis will play it long. Definitely a nervous bench on both sides. Everybody's sitting. Gisriel will play it long.
Well, they're ahead, but they're not stopping. They're not settled there. John Carroll's still pressing, playing hard on offense, even though they do have the lead. That play has earned them a corner.
Chris with the deflection. It will be a corner kick for John Carroll. Clock still winding down, under 5 minutes to go in the first half. And it will be played short. It was not a very good touch, and it will be stolen. It was a touch there by Green, and here comes Calvert Hall. David Peters has a lot of speed, racing against Thomas, and that's a nice play for Thomas on the defensive side. And I believe that's Gabe Gleekin just checking into the game. He's a freshman, probably plays the most out of all the freshmen. He played the entire game against Loyola, who ran that one down and threw it in quick, but it's going to be stolen back by John Carroll. And long, it will be played right back to him. That was dangerous.
Wow.
Giblin.
Really pressing high. John Carroll.
Giblin will throw long. And this one's going to be played into the stands. And it bounces around in there off the fence. It's pretty fun to watch.
It's a pinball machine. I like pinball machines. How about you?
Bender. He's just dribbled right out of the attacking zone. Still has it, Bender. And now he's going to play it across. And it was over the head of Link, the tallest guy on the team. And it will be out. Calvert Hall throw. Definitely some really good offense here from the Hall. They've really woken up in the last maybe 2 minutes or so.
Or should we say Ben Bender woke up in the last 2 minutes? No, but I think they've been playing really well. It's just a good metaphor.
Here's Peters. Back to Bender. Peters, nice give and go, and he sent that one over the goal.
Well, the sixth shot of the game, and I'm not sure they have one on target yet.
The goalie, Wagner, has not really had to do too much. And I'm sure he doesn't mind. He's going to line this one up with 2 minutes to go in the first half, protecting the 1-0 lead.
Well, they won the header battle, but not really, because there's ended up going out of bounds.
And Shorts. He's going to throw it in. Rosso won that kick. Bender will put it down. Here's Peters. Peters going to try to play it through, and Reef could not get there. That one was way long for him. Wagner going to take his time. And he will scan the field for an outlet.
Good touch. It's going to set up a chance.
Peters. Garfink trying to play it over the top Gleekin. It was a well-placed ball. Gleekin's going to send it across over the head of Reef.
And into the stands it goes. Good try by Ballboy Wade, but unable to stop that one.
The Hall have 40 seconds to try to steal one before the half, and took a deflection, still not cleared. Reef trying to take it. Will go as far as Garfink.
30 seconds now.
Garfink has been playing a lot in the midfield for a defender, and now Calvert Hall's just got to make sure that they don't give up a goal before the half.
They have 20 seconds left, not enough time for them to get ball back the other way, so now they just got to defend for the last 20 seconds. Goal here would be killer.
Just got to get it cleared. They will. 5 seconds left.
Will they let them run? Do what they will,
And that's...
but it doesn't turn into anything anyway.
That's going to do it for the first half. And John Carroll, with their playoff hopes on the line today, lead at 1-0. And what do you have to say, Luke, about that first half?
Well, like you said, their defensive qualities, and what makes this mainly what made them strong this year, and it fell through a little bit today. So, they've given up a goal. They haven't given up 5, but like you said, they've scored as many as they've given up, and both have been few, so they've had a little bit of trouble scoring, and the fact that they've given up a goal might make that a little bit harder. So they played offensive, and defense hasn't been perfect, but I think they can get it back.
Well, we will be back in a couple of minutes for the start of the second half. And we're back here for the second half from Kelly Field.
Calvert Hall looking to get one back here, tie it up. Maybe two, take the lead, win, really clinch third. And I think John Carroll's still gonna have to come out aggressive in the second half because they have to win. So 1 goal and they have to score again anyway.
Long will make the first touch on that one. And it's going to be poked forward. Here's Bender. Bender looking downfield. Gleekin. He's going to try to keep it in. He can't get there.
Just too hard. Well, interesting because I think on the top half of the field, he had a guy cutting inside, but chose to hit it to the other side. Wasn't a bad idea. Just hit it a bit too hard.
So Wagner now going to try to boot it downfield.
He does.
And it kind of sinks because Calvert Hall is now attacking right into the sun. So hopefully they can get that goal quick and maybe play a little bit of defense.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you don't want to wait to score, but like the later they score, almost the more it helps because there's less time for them to change. Well, we're down to 39 minutes to score. Maybe we should throw the goal in the box. 39 minutes, not much time.
Bender. Could this be the moment for the Hall? Outside to Gleekin. No freshman out of the 6 has scored, and Wagner reaches and makes the catch.
And another one that makes me look into the sun. And goes 95 yards down the field almost. Guy's good at punting.
Garfink's going to play it up. Peters. Nice play there by Gleekin.
Good defensive.
And that one will come flying in right below us. Just a little scared there for a second.
Don't worry, I got you.
Here's Gleekin. Back to Bender, trying to keep it in here on the sideline. And he's going to send it across. Ferris was right there.
Yeah, that cross is a real bender, though. Curled really well.
Giblin's going to take his time, play back to Levis. The entire Calvert Hall bench is on their feet. That one was dangerous. Oh, that's a bad touch. Giblin trying to make up for it. Here's Schultz.
Too hard.
Calvert Hall lockout there. Giblin's been solid in the back. It's a rare mistake from him, especially with Bleacher, a senior leader and one of the better defenses on this team, being out. It's good to see players like Giblin stepping up and keeping this team in the hunt. Bender will play it long. Barwick's going to try to win it. He's still got a chance at it, fighting until the end, and be no call. He's slow to get up. He was hurt in the last game on the track, and he made a great play to keep a ball in then. So he's definitely not one that you want to see go down.
Appears to be getting them fine though, so we'll carry on. Just walking a little slow.
And Wagner will boot it down and will go as far as Ferris.
Ooh, had a man open up at the top, but didn't take him.
And Peters gets hit hard there by Beyer. Bender tried to play it fast, but Schultz stood right in front of it and prevented it. It was actually a pretty good play. This Calvert Hall's got to restart here. And this one's going to be taken by Gleekin. Out Calvert Hall throw. Wade Zinkhead's going to have to run that one down. That one just kept on rolling. Gleekin's going to throw it down. Ferris lost it. And that one's going to be booted downfield by Rosensteel, who's been phenomenal today in the back for John Carroll. Chris gets pushed off the ball, but they won't have a foul.
Yeah, that looked like a foul to me. Interesting, though. Crowd agrees with me, I think.
Here's Garfink. Ferris can't keep it in.
I think I'm going to blame it on the shade from the light pole, kind of. Yeah, couldn't see where the out-of-bounds line was.
Garfink will win that header, but it will go right back to Byer. And Garfink wins it.
Important interception. And they make
Bleacher goes down. That's going to be a foul on John Carroll. Maybe a little bit too far out to shoot, but definitely you can create a chance with this one.
I think Messi might be the only person to have scored from here. But again, like you said, pretty good chance. 36 or so yards out.
It's going to be Giblin, the only junior on the field right now, who's going to send this one in. And that one's just going to go right out. It was a good opportunity, but
wasted. Well, interesting to see, because still mainly seniors out there. How long till he switches? The coach switches to his best 11 versus keeping seniors out there for senior day. Maybe they're one and the same. He believes though.
Bender had to fix his socks, but nice heads up play there to win the header. Long's gonna have to run this one down, and he will. He was hustled there by Green. And I think he might have had enough time to turn it, but better safe than sorry. Gleekin trying to keep it in. That was really well done there by John Carroll to win the throw in this position. Gleekin will deflect it to Ferris.
Clearance, and it could
He's
turn
got
into a
Peters downfield. Peters will keep it in. And he's going to cut it back. Ferris.
Ooh, miscommunication. He's going to stall the offense play for a bit.
This one's going to be sent in. Barwick and Peters.
Oh. Had the right idea. Got there first. Just came off the head slightly wrong. And that's what happens on headers. You miss it just a little bit and it didn't look good.
Peters, the shortest player out there, nearly scored on a header.
Yeah, well, he made up for it by jumping really high. Another chance.
Peters waited a little bit on that one, and Wagner calmly walked over and collected it.
I'm sure the coach will have something to say that one of the shorter players out there, if not the shortest, who's twice in like 2 minutes nearly got a header in for a goal.
Long. Ferris. Hit on by Bender. And Barwick goes down. That's going to be a foul.
Well, we know who the dirtier ones are in this game. John Carroll having double the fouls of Cabra Hall. Not to say that we're exactly pure, but 4 fouls on our side.
Looks like it's going to be Nick Long. No, it will not be Nick Long. He's standing right there. It's tough to see with this sun. It's Gisriel. He's going to play along. Bender's header! Is it over the line? It is now. They're going to give it to Ben Bender. And Calvert Hall, as of right now, are in the playoffs.
Well, it's their first shot on goal of this game, and it scores.
That's going to be Bender's 12th of the season, possibly his biggest one yet. And they needed to score early in this half to really put the pressure back on John Carroll, and that's what they've done here less than 9 minutes in. But here's a chance for John Carroll to answer right back. And it's going to be poked through Levis. And now this crowd's getting into it.
Sudden spike in energy. John Carroll knows they probably, or actually have to score. And right back with some energy.
So Long going to try to play it over the top. This game definitely has a lot more urgency to it now. Cover Hall trying to really put the Patriots on their heels. The Patriots trying to get back in. And this one's going to be sent across. Great save by Wagner. And now Barwick going to try to send it across again. And it will go out of bounds for a goal kick. Both sides cheering after that one. What a save by Wagner.
What a shot.
And so Giblin will hit it up to Bender. Garfink had some space. He's going to play it outside to Peters.
Good touch. Keep it alive. Good speed, too. Oh.
Peters loses his footing and the ball.
Coming back really short, John Carroll strikers now. For an interesting amount of defensive help.
And that's a nice move. Long will kneel it.
Well, the striker would have been open earlier, but he had come back so far on defense that he actually had a second behind getting into his position.
Here's Barwick. Offsides. And he had Peters on the far side.
It's interesting to see. Will we try for another goal, or will we try to sit and defend this lead? Just depends on how you go about it. You could try to defend the lead by going for another goal. Makes sense too. Because really, it's a 1-goal lead that we have right now.
This one's poked through. It's Chase Vogel. Petty trying to get a shot off. And Bender came in, and Gleekin will finish it off. And that one's going to be sent back in by Rosensteel. He said fair east for a second. I think he was going to be offsides.
And good heads up play, because he couldn't have gotten the ball either way. And by realizing that he was offsides, lets him get the ball much further in their own half. And so now
that one's going to be poked away by Bender. Barwick trying to slow it down. He's going to go for it here, and that one will go over. Clock's going to be stopped. Yellow card has been issued. It's going to be Ian Byer. And he knows that he's running off the field. And for the second time, David Clark will take the place of a player booked. The rule is that you have to go out. There's not a set time before you can come back in. So Byer's going to walk over there on the track and kind of settle down. You could hear him. He was protesting that offsides call, even though it didn't really matter because Fer Reese just stopped running. He thought he was offsides. Here's Patrick Tejada, a senior, making his final appearance at Kelly Field. Browsa to Tejada. Christ. Down the sideline in Lossie's trying to get back, and he will.
What a great challenge and knock away, because they had an odd man advantage in the box, and if that had gotten through, probably would have been 2-1.
That covered hall bench was upset at something not being called there. I couldn't tell what. The sun's right there. Tejada on the sideline. And this one's going to be sent in. Wagner will catch it right in front of Peters.
I think Peters might have been offsides anyway, though. But you never know.
And if I'm covered I would not want to play for the tie because that means overtime. And as are the rules in MIAA, just one goal would end it. Hayden Lim is going to come on for David Peters. Both of them have speed to run down that line. Levis. And immediately Lim gets a touch, and it's a good one. Barwick going to try to run this one down, and it's played out of bounds by Rosensteel. Barwick into Lim. Lim sending it across. And here's Bender. Christ doesn't go down, and he's going to send it to the back post off the crossbar.
And they said it went out of play and then back in.
Maybe a hit off the football crossbar. Oh, that was close.
Yeah. Went out of bounds, came back in at some point.
From here, it looked like he was trying to cross it, but maybe it was a shot. That one's right off the gut of Garfink, and he's going to play it down to Lim. Lim trying to beat his man down the line, and it will go out off of Lim.
Well, I think he used his speed to too much of an advantage there because he's so fast to get out of bounds. Not on purpose, of course. But.
And they played it quick in. I didn't even see them start that play. Wow. Really nice play there by Covered Hall. I was looking at the ball running down, but they threw it in right away. It was Sean Barwick who was one-on-one with Wagner.
The goalie's legs starting to get tired. They're not quite going as far as they used to. Still going a long way, though.
Giblin will play it out, and it's going to be a throw for John Carroll on the attacking side.
Curls it in.
Levis right there. And this one's going to be booted forward. This one's going to be played across. And it was just in front of, I believe that's Barwick.
And nothing's really sure anymore in the sun. Kind of, everyone's just like glowing into these little shadowy borders.
It's also worth noting Coward Hall has yet to lose in overtime.
Knock on wood.
They beat Curly. And this one's played forward by Tejada Barwick, trying to run that one down, but Wagner is right there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of this game, a lot of this forward pass. A couple of them have worked, some haven't. But it seems to be like the style of the game has been a lot of long forward passes. Haven't always worked, though.
And Lim will inherit this ball. Gleekin went for an overlap, but Lim decided to cut back in. Gisriel's going to play it downfield and is headed back. That was a bad touch. Barwick didn't see it until already went the other way. And this one's going to bounce back to Levis. 22 minutes to go, and Coverdale really wants to win this game.
Yeah. It's interesting, you're right, though, because it wouldn't just end in a tie. We can't really play for the tie because we have to play through overtime, too. It would be simpler to just win.
Garfink goes down. Barwick trying to play it through. He had Bender right there. And Wagner's going to throw it quick. Thomas. It's going to be stolen by Calvert Hall. Lim.
Good place to
He's trying to
steal,
play it over the top to Tejada. Tejada will win this one. And then he just takes out Rosso down there. Looks like a sub's going to come on here for Calvert Hall. I believe it's Stephen Welsh. Welsh is a defensive-minded midfielder. He has been known to play offense. Had an assist against Curly earlier this year.
Well, about 20 minutes in, Carroll came into this half trailing. They've since tied it. But I guess we could say we've been in control of this half. I mean, we scored, they haven't. We've had more majority of chances this half. So I hope we can keep it up, take the lead.
And this one's going to be played through. Welsh trying to run onto it, and he goes down. And it will be a foul on him. And that's going to be a free kick for the Hall. Now, under 20 minutes to go. We've played an hour, score still 1-1.
Well, the stat I've marked the most on my sheet here has been fouls. A fairly violent game.
Israel. He's going to play this one through Wagner, leaping and catching it. It was Garfink who was closest. This is going to be played over long. It's played across Givlin. Nice stop there. And then he will clear it. Tejada. He's trying to win this one, and he will. And he's got Welsh downfield. But Rosso was there to knock it out of bounds.
Nice little bit of skill.
Then they're flicked it over guy.
Fortunately, he couldn't bend it in play, too. It's gone out of bounds.
And this one's just going to be kicked straight up. Nice touch there by Lim to pull it down. And that's a great ball through to Bender. Bender's going to play it across, and it's headed away.
Couldn't quite find someone on the end of that one. Would have been a nice ball, nice lead up, and score if they had scored though.
Lincoln jumped for it, and it's going to be off John Carroll throw. Lim tried to take a nice bit of skill there by Rosenstone.
Obvious foul, and it'll result in a free kick.
That one was called off Welsh.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fouls this game. That one seemed to be the most obvious from our point of view. Kind of just grabbed him around the neck and rode along for the ride.
Thomas.
Wow, nice slide.
Here's Lim. Lim's going to just kind of hit that one towards Wagner. It'll count it as a shot. And Wagner's going to boot this one. Oh, it's over the head of Gleekin.
Good communication. We could hear Levis shouting from here to let the ball go. Good thing he did, because we'd rather have the goalie punt the ball than our guys.
That one's off the back of Welsh. And it's one on by Lim. And Lim is a bit slow to get up there, but it looks like he's going to be fine. Gisriel will head that one on. And now Christ will try to head that one on.
think there's definitely like a mental component to like those header things. Like once you see one person head it, it's like I gotta head it myself. I think that's how you get those like long streaks like where we kept the ball in the air for like 10 touches.
Thompson is going to throw this one down, away by Chris. And this John Carroll defense definitely has. Oh, that one's been overhit. Did he keep that one in? He did. And then he'll play it out. Wow. That was dangerous. They tried to go for it quick. I don't know why they stopped play.
I think they said that it did go out. I think they are going to award a corner. Now, this could be a chance with only under 16 minutes to go.
So
Wrap it up.
it will be a corner. Going to be played across. Caught by Wagner.
Well, they had someone there on the front post, but just over his head.
He's going to throw quick. John Carroll trying to break here. Gratis. Stopped by Long. Does he have a card in store? He does not. It's going to be a free kick. Here's Tejada. Nice tackle there by Garfink. Tejada.
Place to intercept the ball.
Here's a limb.
Something.
He's going to play it through to Welsh. Good stop there by Rosensteel. Is that going to be a throw? Tejada's going to come out. Sean Barwick back on. Nice shift there from Patrick Tejada.
Now corner to come. And with a very tall Ben Bender and a very good scorer, another good chance to take the lead.
Lim. And that one, be touched by anybody. Garfink tried to go for the spectacular. Couldn't quite hit it. Barwick sends it across. Oh, just wide. Looked like that was Christ.
Well, they say football is the game of inches, and although not the football that was meant, that was inches wide of the go-ahead goal.
That one's going to be kicked on. And it's going to be a chance here for John Carroll
To take the lead.
Levis there again.
And it is a corner.
It was Chase Vogel who was in on goal there.
Well, 42% of the corners in this game have come in the last 5 minutes. Not sure what that's a result of or just chance, but we've had 3 in the last 5 minutes.
This one will be whipped across. Rose tried to get it away. Still not cleared. And it will only go as far as Gratis. He just turned Ben Bender. Vogel. Lim caught the foot.
Good work by the referee letting
Mikkelsick.
play on. There was a foul, but they've gotten that chance as a result. Didn't turn out to anything, though.
Levis. Levis will send this one downfield. Christ will watch that one just go out of bounds. And Peters will come back on for Stephen Welsh.
And another Calvert Hall player laid out. And I think another free kick for that.
So with 12 minutes to go, Calvert Hall trying to steal a win here.
Interesting place for a free kick. Just the angles. Just outside the 18. Did few yards. Wouldn't be a good shooting angle even if it was closer to the 18, so it's a good location for a cross, kind of like halfway in between, I guess.
Bender took a deflection. It's through for Christ. And it was deflected. Corner.
It's a corner.
And Lim will walk over and take another corner now. And this is a big opportunity for Calvert Hall to take the lead.
Well, a goal at this point in the game I really think would come close to wrapping it up. 11 minutes time, but not a lot of time to score.
Lim is going to play it across.
A line drive. Not the most ideal corner.
Set back in by Gleekin. It's going to be a throw for Calvert Hall. Garfink is going to leave it for Gleekin.
It's the details of a game that matter, and it was good work to earn that throw, and it's going to set up this.
It's going to be cleared away.
Just a throw.
Lim trying to send it to the back post. Headed off of the goal post there.
Well, yeah, an
Petty.
awkward clearance because he had to run the other way, and so
This one's sent over quick. The header, it's put in. It's Bender again. And Calvert Hall will take the lead.
well, it was a beautiful corner, a beautiful header, and they've taken the lead with 10 minutes to go. And for John Carroll really have a chance. They have to score one, but really, I mean, two would be ideal. So really not a lot of time left for them to come back. That's a good goal at a good time. But like I was saying, that awkward clearance, he couldn't clear it the other way. It caused that corner, and in the end, it's the corner that's likely to be their downfall.
So Calvert Hall's got to really defend now. Ben Bender's 13th on the year. What a senior campaign he's had. And Barwick is in now. Wagner sliding in. Joe Carroll definitely on their heels. They need goals. Peters
Can't afford to give up any more.
is going to send this one across. Garfink back to Bender. Garfink over the top. Nobody there. Wagner. And Will Andrus ready to check in for Calvert Hall. Bender gets taken down. That's going to be a free kick for Calvert Hall.
I think that makes 20 fouls in the game. You know, in basketball, if you have 5, you get kicked out. Fortunately, that's not the case here. Or else we'd be playing a nice 7-on-7. Kind of like survival football mode in FIFA 20. Every time you score, you lose a player. But fortunately, that's not the case here, because then we wouldn't have Ben Bender.
Calvert Hall's going to take their time with this one. Giblin is going to chip this one over. Bender. Outside to Peters. Here's Christ. And Christ has won a corner.
That's heads up. That's good heads up play. And the last time we got a corner, we scored. And it's the details like that that win you games, really in every sport.
Hayden Lim is going to make the slow walk to the flag.
Nagy. Short corner, because they don't need to score now. It takes more time to do a short corner.
This one's going to be sent across. Garfink was there. Giblin's going to head it up. Rosensteel's going to play it up. Giblin's going to watch that one come down out of bounds.
Calvert Hall clearly taking their time now that they're in the lead.
That one's going to be headed forward. Here's Hayden Lim. And look out there. Both of them going at it. Lim, I believe that's Rosensteel. You got to look out there. Just get a talking to there. Jack Carroll trying to keep their cool here after they blew a vital lead. And here's Andrus, who just came on.
Good ball. Odd man rush in the box now.
Andrus will play it across. Here's Lim. Poked away. That one will go out of bounds. Gleekin. He's going to toss this one in to Barwick. Here's Bender, looking for his third. He's found Lim wide open on the far side. Lim, great save by Wagner. And that one would have almost certainly put it away. And now John Carroll maybe have a chance.
Yeah.
Rosensteel, played out by Long.
Well, that desperation level is starting to build up for John Carroll. They're becoming very wild.
Here's Lim.
14 of John Carroll going down. I think he...
Nice play there by Barwick. He's got Lim on the outside and Andrus on the other. Andrus across, saved. Lim off the post.
Well, that would have wrapped it up. Now an injury from that last play. John Carroll and
How
tried
close.
to hit the ball and missed.
Wagner really keeping them in it. Covered the near post. That's where Lim wanted to go after kind of bobbled the ball. I think Hayden Lim might be hurt.
And that's two injuries in the same play as John Carroll 14 also going off. Tried to kick one of those balls and he missed it with his leg. I think he might have hyperextended.
So Covered Hall looks like maybe playing a man down. This one's going to be poked through. It's Peters. Across, nice play there by Russo. Lim's making his way to the bench. That's not good to see.
Even a man down, though, still almost scored again. It's impressive.
Peters trying to work his way through. Approaching 5 minutes to go. And most of these players' career at home. Andrus to Bender. Bender's going to slow this down. He's got Peters. Well, is he onside? Yes, he is. Peters. No. Andrus. Yes.
Scores.
And that one might wrap it up for Covered Hall. And it's Will Andrus and David Peters both down there, both sophomores.
Well, goalie didn't look too happy. Not really his fault, though. Not really much you can do. Rebound was there. Defenders couldn't get there in time. It's not his fault. He's given up 3 goals, but he's played pretty well today.
And it was Wagner who's been great so far, leaving the rebound, and that's one that Andrus won't soon forget. First of the season from him.
Yep, Peters did all the work on that one. Andrews just mopping up. Good janitor job. If he had missed that, I would have been. Ooh.
And this one's going to be poked away. That was Ferris running after it.
Well, less than 5 minutes to score 2 goals, I think. John Carroll in a bit of trouble. They'd have to pretty much score now before Covered Hall can really completely go into shutdown mode, which they've already tried to do.
And they tried to play that one on to Jackson. Won't get there. Jackson was offsides that time.
Well, yeah, there's no offsides on a throw, but once the throw in, then you got to get back on, and that's what he forgot to do.
Gillen's going to crush this one. Bender tried to head it on. He was really close there to landing on the track. Good to see that he is okay.
Well,
Under 4 minutes to go now as Gabriel Gleekin stands behind this one. And Giblin.
That one didn't cut.
He found Ferries.
It's not.
And this one's going to fall. Giblin's just going to crush this one forward again. The Cavernall bench all standing together there. They know what a win today would mean. A lot of first-year varsity players know what it means. It's going to be a foul in Calvert Hall. John Carroll are going to need to storm back here. 2 goals in 2 minutes to force overtime.
Well, they proved they can score. They did it once, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, this one's going to be played forward. What a play by
Good
Giblin.
clearance.
It was going to go through to Gratis. There's the long line there by Petty. It's confusing with all these lines on the field.
Got football, got lacrosse, got soccer.
Bicycle kick there. Knocked away. Jackson got in the face of Peters. Nice touch there by Gleekin to play it forward.
Well, not really significant, but it does kill a good another 10 seconds. Just getting the ball back up to where it was. So that's good heads-up play.
Gleekin will watch that one go out.
Well, all about the business of wasting time now. 90 seconds left. Not really much chance for anything, so.
That one will stay in. Tight-roping finally going out. 1 minute we are approaching. And maybe there's still some fight left in John Carroll. There's Green. He had the first one. And that one just goes wide.
Post.
And players celebrating on that Calvert Hall sideline.
And even if they had scored, I think they would still be celebrating because even really with a minute left, not sure they would have had time for another. Especially, Calvert Hall would have gone into 100% defensive mode.
And this one's going to be played through. Here's David Peters.
A goal here would really lay it on, but I don't think they're going to go for it.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the regular season for Calvert Hall. And this one's going to be stolen. Giblin will play that one off the flag. That was a pretty nice play. He stopped it from being a corner.
Not that it would have mattered. There's 2 seconds.
And the buzzer's going to sound. Calvert Hall are going to be a playoff team in 2019. It was an up and down road, but they've got a Reef Cup win, and now a big win here against John Carroll to punch their ticket here on Senior Day. And what a way to go out here at home for the senior members of this team.
Played pretty well. Most of them played the majority of the game. And the team as a whole scored 3 goals, which I believe is more than their season average. So, seniors definitely helped today. Hope they had fun.
Recording that.
And we're going to stay live for the senior ceremony here to congratulate the leaders of this team. A nice sportsmanship out there. It was a chippy game. How many fouls did you say?
21 or 2 or so.
Well,
Yeah.
good to see the sportsmanship here after that one. It was a hard-fought victory there from Calvert Hall. 3 second-half goals after John Carroll took the lead with 15 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, I like to think of it. They didn't just tie it. No, they took the lead. And they didn't just take the lead. They really took the lead. Insurance goal. Each goal kind of has a meaning. They say, the tying goal, the go-ahead goal. And they even got the insurance goal today, so they really did well in the second half.
And we will be back in a couple of minutes for the senior ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will please take a moment to direct your attention to the center of the field, Calvert Hall would like to honor its 2019 senior players. Welcome to the Calvert Hall Senior Day presentation. We would now like to introduce our senior players and their parents. Number 7, Patrick Tejada, is joined by his parents Luis and Lucky. Patrick has a 3.8 GPA. He is considering American University, George Mason, and Loyola University. His favorite soccer memory, going undefeated my first 2 years at Calvert Hall. Number 9, Nick Long, is joined by his parents Alan and Rebecca. Nick has a 3.2 GPA and is considering Northern Arizona University and Colorado State. His favorite soccer memory is beating Curly to win the Reef Cup. Number 10, Sean Barwick, joined by his parents Len and Michelle. Sean currently has a 3.5 GPA and is considering Drexel, Mount St. Mary's, Marquette, and UMBC. His favorite soccer memory, winning the Reef Cup in 2019. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, got it. Number 13, Patrick Reef, joined by his parents Chris and Kelly. Patrick currently has a 3.3 GPA and is considering Loyola University and Towson University. His favorite soccer memory, Barwick's goal to win the Reef Cup. Number 14, Michael Gizriel, joined by his parents Kurt and Elaine. Michael currently has a 3.5 GPA and is considering St. Mary's, Millersville, and Catholic University. His favorite soccer memory, listening to Jake Bleacher commentate our home games. Number 15, Luke Ferraris, joined by his parents James and Anne Marie. Luke currently has a 4.0 GPA and is considering Wofford, Virginia Tech, and Clemson. His favorite memory, winning 2 JV championships. Number 17, Will Damsgaard, joined by his parents David and Steph. Will also has a 4.0 GPA and is considering University of Virginia, Notre Dame, Michigan, and Richmond. His favorite memory, Dylan Burris falling in the locker room during Coach Matt's speech. Number 19, Andy Christ, joined by his parents Stephen and Kelly. Andy also currently has a 4.0 GPA and is considering Maryland, Towson, and Notre Dame. His favorite memory, winning the Reef Cup in 2019. Number 20, Chris Link, joined by his parents Ray and Kelly. Chris also has a 4.0 GPA and is considering Johns Hopkins, Maryland, Northeastern, Penn State, and Boston College. His favorite memory, Geedy's PK to beat Curley in the JV championship. Number 23, Ben Bender, joined by his parents Mark and Mindy. Ben currently has a 3.5 GPA and is considering Maryland and Messiah. His favorite memory, winning the Reef Cup. Number 27, Jake Bleacher, joined by his parents Jeff Bleacher and Stacy Stafferi. Jake currently has a 4.0 GPA, considering University of Michigan, UNC, and Georgia Tech. Favorite memory, playing away games at Loyola Blakefield. I did not write that. Number 30, James Garfink, joined by his parents Dan and Danetta. James has a 4.0 GPA and is considering Bucknell, Bowdoin, and Johns Hopkins. His favorite memory, scoring the winning goal against Gilman in double overtime freshman year. My best and only goal at Calvert Hall. Did he have the number right? Number 45, goalkeeper Andrew Levis, is joined by his parents Dave and Molly. Andrew has a 3.95 GPA and is considering Maryland, Salisbury University, and Elizabethtown. Favorite memory is winning the JV soccer championship. And the senior team manager, Justin Peffers, joined by his parents Lawrence and Lisa. Justin currently has a 4.0 GPA and is considering Clemson, Villanova, and Penn State. His favorite memory, winning at Spalding last season with 30 seconds remaining. We would like to thank the senior team moms, Michelle Barwick, Kelly Reef, and Kelly Christ, for keeping all parents well informed during the 2019 season. We would also like to thank the Cardinal Soccer Club for their continued work supporting the Calvert Hall College High School soccer program. All their efforts to assist in the organization of the summer pregame overnight trip and the senior blanket gifts are much appreciated by all the Calvert Hall players, coaches, and parents. This concludes the 2019 Senior Day ceremony. One and done.